Let me ask you a quick question. Is the 70 to 200mm the most overrated focal length in the camera world? Because I'm starting to think it is, and I have massively fallen out of love with this lens. Let me explain. So I've had the 70 to 200 f2.8 Mark III Canon lens for quite a while now. When I first bought it, I loved it. It went with me everywhere. It was very rarely off the camera, especially when I was predominantly photos. So when I was going out into the Lake District, this thing was going out with me and I was using it all the time. But over the last few months, I've really lost confidence in using this lens. And I've noticed when shooting anything that's fast-paced, you miss more shots than you get with this. And for the longest time, I kind of had a crisis of confidence thinking, am I just not very good at shooting them type of images? And is it me? But the more I used it, I had the settings dialed in. I was in the perfect spot, solid base to shoot from. There was no additional camera shake. And the focus point was bob on. And yet the images were coming out really blurry. So over the last kind of 6 to 8 months, this has been a very expensive weight in my camera bag and very rarely used, which, considering the price of this thing, is a bit ridiculous. You know, it should be getting used and it shouldn't be just collecting dust in my camera bag. But unfortunately, like I say, for the last 6 to 8 months, it really has been, and it's just been occasionally even left at home when I've been going out on both photo and video shoots, because I just have no confidence in using this lens. And it even got to the point recently where I was actually considering selling this or trading it in for the Canon RF 24-70 f2.8, because I thought I'd get so much more use out of that lens for photo and video compared to this thing, which is just lying in my bag not doing anything. And I thought, well, let's kind of get back using it and let's give it another chance, because when I first got it, I loved it. So I thought, let's kind of share this issue that I've had with this lens, because other people out there might be having similar issues with this lens or another lens that you kind of lose confidence in, you've not used it for a while, and almost kind of wary of getting it back onto the camera. Recently, what I've done is I've not taken it on my client shoots, but I've been taking it on walks with the dogs. And I thought, right, I've got to whip it. Let's see if I can shoot the whippet with this camera, because she is fast. If I can get some nice pin sharp shots of her in full kind of speed, then maybe I can get my confidence back up. And I think I've been doing that recently, because some of the images I've been able to get are actually decent. Both the fast-paced images of her in full speed running, going absolutely hell for leather, as well as the more calmer shots where she's just chilling, pausing a little bit. Again, a few months ago, I would have taken that shot with this lens and it wouldn't have been sharp. But I'm actually getting the images back to where it should be, pin sharp, nice and accurate with the focusing, and images that I'd be happy to share on this video, print out, hang in my house. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of share this because I was just intrigued to see if anybody else had similar issues with other lenses where you'd lost confidence, you kind of shelved it completely and didn't want to use it anymore, and you're almost too scared to use it because you feel like you're not going to get the images or the video that you want with it. So let me know in the comments below. It'll be really interesting to see if anyone else has had a crisis of confidence with a bit of kit, or is it just me? Because hopefully it's not just me and I'm not just being daft and I haven't just got a very expensive paperweight knocking about, because I want to use this kit. It's a fantastic lens when you use it correctly. I don't know if I was just having an off few goes with it and then just shelved it too early, and maybe I just needed to persevere with it, because I don't think I'm that bad of a photographer. I can get a shot nice and sharp, and at the end of the day, this was the first decent EF glass that I bought for, at the time, the 80D, and I was so excited to buy it, which I've done previous videos talking about it. You know, you see it when you first start getting into cameras, you see the pros out there with the 70 to 200 or the longer focal lengths, and you think, oh yeah, I want that, I want to get that lens. So I'm a bit disappointed in myself that I've kind of benched this for far too long, but I am glad I've got it back out again, and I will be taking it out on client shoots moving forward for both photo and video, because now I've got my confidence back up with it. I think I can get some really good footage with it, with the compression that this lens offers you. So yeah, back with the 70 to 200, very excited to get using it again. I'll see you in the next one.